Hi, my name is JonahFrancis, and I'm honored to share my story with you today. I feel like life is a series of uncoincidental coincidences, and that's just my grandmother's way of saying that things that appear to be a coincidence, sometimes we're just preparing you for something else. And for me, that was seeing what dementia did to my grandmother and my father in 2011. We're Jamaican, and in the midst of a snowstorm in Connecticut, my grandmother thought she was still in Jamaica, wandering out of the house barefoot in her nightgown, nothing else on. Before then and even after, I have never seen my father shed a tear, and if you asked him, he'd never admit to it. But that night, my father cried. Not because of what my grandmother did, but because of his mother could not remember his name and wanted nothing to do with him in that moment. My grandmother was strong. She single-handedly raised 6 kids, 5 of which were boys, and took in another, all while in a third world country and running a restaurant. My grandmother was strong. She used to tell me the importance of my name and would sing it to me every night before I went to sleep. She sang, "Jonah, where are you going?" And as a kid, I would get up and say, "I'm going to Nineveh to warn." Now, if you're into church, you understand the importance of Jonah, the story of Jonah. And that's my grandmother. That's who I choose to remember. As I said, I too believe life is a series of uncoincidental coincidences. Try saying that 5 times fast. I went from knowing nothing about dementia to being a community educator, setting up resource tables at local events, and now running a men's-only caregiver support group to help men like my father have a sense of community and a safe place to share without feeling judged. I volunteer to continue learning how to help my clients and their families, to change the future of this horrible disease, especially for Black people, because I have a newborn son. He's 8 months old, and I want to protect him from this disease as best as possible. I volunteer in honor of my grandmother and to finally be able to answer the question she asked, but this time as an adult. She said, "Jonah, where are you going?" And I'm going to help others, Grandma, and your story is helping me do just that. So, that's my story. That's our story. I don't do it for the recognition. I do it to make a difference in this world. And I challenge you today to share your story, because your story can and will have an impact. It will reduce stigma. It will educate someone else about dementia and bring in some more volunteers to help with this cause. So, what's your story? And as my grandma used to say to me, where are you going?